Elden Ring does not deserve Game of the Year 2022. It's just not a good game. And the only people who think it deserves Game of the Year 2022 are idiots. People who are too stupid to know what good games actually are. Casuals. And ironically, people that started From Software games with Elden Ring. So what, we're supposed to take somebody like you seriously that skipped like 7 other games, went straight to the front of the line, and now you think you're credible? We're supposed to take you seriously? The people that got bodied in every other From Software game they tried to play back in the day and rage quit them forever, but we're supposed to take you seriously? Because you beat Elden Ring, aka the easiest game they've ever made? Like, I knew this game was trash when everybody was just winning, and the game was just handing out so many W's to every trash gamer out there, just seeing so many terrible gamers succeed. People that got chewed up and spit out in every other From Software game doing good in the Elden Ring. I was like, yeah, this is a joke. Ain't no honor in beating this game. It's just handing people the win. Here, you get a win. You get a win. You get a win. We want to make sure everybody's included. Did we forget anybody? Oh, the gamer with no thumbs back there. Here, you get a win. You get a win. It's just ridiculous. Listen, the only reason it won was because of popularity, not quality. It was undoubtedly the most popular game of 2022. And in these days, in this day and age, popularity equals quality. Am I happy it won over God of War Ragnarok? I mean, yeah, of course, because at least Elden Ring at the end of the day is an actual game and not a movie like God of War Ragnarok. So, of course, it's the lesser of two evils. But with that being said, Elden Ring is once again just not a good game. It's so sad we've reached a point where as long as something is popular, all of its flaws are ignored. As long as something is popular, everybody sucks it off. It's just not good. This is not a good situation, and this is what happens when you give everyone a controller. This is what happens when everyone is allowed to just call themselves a gamer with no consequences. The more things start going wrong when you start allowing just anybody to run around and call themselves a gamer. Anybody can go pick up a console. Anybody can play a game. This is what happens. This is what happens when you let these terrible streamers influence a bunch of just gullible idiots into believing bad games like this are good. A bunch of terrible YouTubers with horrible taste, just influencing gullible kids to think bad games like this are good. This is what happens when there's no sanctions. This is what happens when there's no guidance out there in the world. You get a bunch of dumb people that think Elden Ring deserves Game of the Year 2022. As someone that has been playing From Software games since the beginning and is responsible for putting them on the map, because let's be honest, there would be no From Software without me, I can easily say this is one of the worst games they've ever made. And once again, I'm qualified to say that. I've played all their games. You haven't. I'm not even just talking about the Souls games. I've played Armored Core. You haven't. I knew about From Software games before the internet, before some garbage YouTubers started talking about it, before some garbage streamers started talking about it. You didn't. I'm qualified to talk about this. I know what I'm talking about. You don't. Stay in your place, peasant. I mean, Elden Ring has a boring, bland open world. Its story, characters, and lore are just not interesting. The music is not good. The gameplay is overly repetitive. You fight the same bosses over and over again, the same enemies over and over again. I've made multiple groundbreaking videos about the game explaining why it's so garbage, so I'll just keep it at that. But this is just not a good game at all, and it only won once again due to popularity and because of how bad overall this year was for gaming. I mean, 2022 was horrible. What was the competition? I mean, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden flop, Stray, like those games were even worse. So of course Elden Ring was going to win, but it didn't deserve to. If there was just another game that was just slightly good, it would have beat Elden Ring. But it's like every game released in 2022 was horrible. It was just like the lesser of multiple evils. Like, okay, do we choose God of War Ragnarok is a horrible game, but I'll take Elden Ring over that. So, like I said, they were all bad games. All bad games this year. There was nothing good. Just terrible. But don't take my excitement for Elden Ring beating God of War as me saying that Elden Ring is a good game, because I still think it's a terrible game. But am I happy again that it won over God of War Ragnarok? Yes. Yes, I am. because God of War Ragnarok is a movie, and movies don't deserve to win Game of the Year awards. That's just what it is. But back to Elden Ring, it's just a horrible game. Hopefully next year we can get back to games being good due to their quality and not popularity, unlike 2022. You know, too many fake gamers with bad taste thinking games like Elden Ring are good when they're far from that. This was just a year of just casualism. Like, it was just so weird how before this, no From Software games generated this type of buzz. It was From Software games were always those kind of like underground things to where if you knew, you knew, but it wasn't this mainstream crazy thing like it was with Elden Ring. It just brought in so many of these casual losers that had never played a From Software game, or if they played one, they dropped them because they were too hard for their casual asses. And then it just brought a whole bunch of them into Elden Ring, and then all of a sudden the game just explodes. Like, it was just so weird. But overall, again, the game is not good. It doesn't deserve to win Game of the Year. It only won due to popularity. It's just not a good game. If you think it deserves this Game of the Year award, you're an idiot. You have terrible taste. You're not a gamer, and I guarantee you did not beat all the other From Software games. Show me your trophies, clown. Show me your achievements, clown. Show me your PC gaming history. You people don't actually play games. I do. Frauds.